I buy all the backpacks.
You want bows? I got bows.
Brother.
You remind me of Harin Pyvelvarik, only younger and shorter, and not as serious.
So it's...
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arashok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arashok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours. Illustrious Arashok, I am here to report that your hated Talvashoth were felled, one and all. Right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Say something.
The Talvashoth camped at the Wounded Coast are dead. You won't honor your bargain?
There is no bargain to honor. His offer for the Gatlok was refused, so he invented a task to prove his worth, when he has none.
I broke my beard getting your outcasts killed.
But he still has his beard. Do you think it hurts?
You hired someone more competent and now stand in their shadow pretending it is yours. You demean her accomplishment. Get out of my sight before I bother lifting my sword.
Those promise.
He had big plans for your recipe. I was supposed to get a piece of that.
Dwarf, did your imaginary bargain make promises on my behalf?
I expected your wisdom to be more profitable.
Then you will pay on my behalf.
It's not at all. Take your coin, take whatever. Hornhead oxmen and mongrel dog lords suck your own powder and blow your head off. Sod it.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here. So few examples of true purpose. Why do you bother me, human? The dwarf paid you. There is no more. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal. This city, all of it, leaves a bad taste.
If you despise this place, why haven't you left?
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. You say we should leave, but how can you bear to stay in this chaos?
It's life, glorious and wild.
Why would anyone want to change it?
You like it?
It's a city of people living their lives, for good or ill.
Karastan are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. You allow chaos for good or ill, but one is clearly
Hey, Lava
superior.
Angel, how you doing?
Can you see how that certainty would benefit this whole city?
Certainly.
He's
Or
free to
slavery.
choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you.
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. I am not the one to educate you. I did not intend to land here. But this city may demand certainty. I suspect we are done, human.
How are you doing, Lava Girl? And why not sell the gap bulk?
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now, just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
You impose help on the city? What was your information?
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Qun.
Which was?
It is a matter only the Qunari understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun, or until the demand changes.
How many Qunari have you lost to the Tal Vashoth?
None.
That seems unlikely.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Tal Vashoth who have lost themselves.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not. You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Qunari. The Triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Then we can learn nothing.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Arishok, Arigena, Arikyun, pillars of the Qunari, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human, and I have yet to decide if it must be done.
Farewell.
Panahedan, human.
Codex. I need from here, right?
Your family used to be noble, right?
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad, Fainreal. I can only think he has fallen victim to demons or slavers.
He's with the... I have a letter
I
for it.
found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariane not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
I'll keep
You
her.
have my sympathies. Do not fear the Templars finding out.
Thank you. She is at peace now. I would not wish to see her name smeared while her ashes are still warm. I will not forget the kindness you showed me.
Mika, hear our hymn of repentance. Grant us absolution.
The first
Pure iron.
it's
perfect.
He says I am.
Hopefully. Oh, that's it.
I wish
Want
there
more
was a way out
backpacks.
of here.
There's nothing.
Your son has taken refuge with the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
Ruined Cybernet ring.
Just step back. My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the heathen.
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. I promise we... If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Can I help?
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
Looking for...
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Oh. Oh my.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
He sounds very busy. We won't be any trouble, we promise.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
I mean him no.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
No maid should suffer for an accident of birth.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I should have stayed home and took my chances.
He was still behind me.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Oh, no.
I'm not turning your healer over to the Templars.
Right. Like anyone turns down the reward for an apostate. Let's shut their mouths.
Here we go!
Is everyone all right?
2 more coins. Oh, they're all dead.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
On your guard!
Thank you. I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
It's just, how old are you?
You're a bit young to be doing this.
I'm 15, but I can usually pass for a man. My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn. It's just me and my sisters now. Working for a Thenril's the only way to feed the girls.
Keep the goods and start over.
Why not take what a Thenril gave you and start fresh somewhere outside of Kirkwall?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of farmland in the Free Marches. Surely there's somewhere you and your sisters can find honest work.
My father was a farmer, before the Darkspawn got him. I'd rather do that than work for a Thenril. I'll get my sisters. Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Ability.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley, and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
Drafted thing. Worth looking into.
It does appear she could use some help, especially now.
Get ready!
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might
Hey
lead
Super
to someone's
Saiyan, how you
defense.
doing? The game is really loud. I can't hear you. I can change that. That should work. Have we met?
I just saved you in an
That better?
And suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell?
Never mind.
There's a Templar guarding her. Is this a setup?
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
How you doing, Super Saiyan? Sorry, I think you're just talking quiet. The game volume is okay right now. Okay.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
To the point.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
Shiva Da.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
We must help this poor creature. He has faced worse than what I run from. Why would they do this to him?
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you are hired. Good luck.
Thing around here.
Dropping the deep dark with a horned skull mage. Another colloquial.
Be careful!
Traps already set. Okay. Fight. Good.
To arms!
He's not very helpful, is he?
Look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Call it like a dog lord's bitch. He's some sort of
Do you know how to build gaming PC? Yes, I do, but I'm not really good at it. The one I built was like $2,000, but yeah, I can build a gaming PC. Like, how much are you willing to spend? Because you want a very good one, it costs a lot of money. You want a moderate one, it costs like some money. To the smart one.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right, buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers.
I was also gonna get a gaming laptop too. Might save you a lot more money.
Dead first.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Get ready!
The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm yourself.
Remember, I'm here.
Keep control. And remember who is on your side.
I got a GTX 1050, no TI.
I expected no different.
It'll do good. Mine is 1060 Ti, but I want to get a 1090 though. But yeah, it should do fine with a lot of the games, but you're not gonna get very high setting with a lot of the other games with it though. There's not a really good game on the PC right now. Plus, they're all ridiculously expensive. A lot of the newer games for the computer, it's like microtransaction galore. I don't like that. I hate microtransactions so much. Want to play Wii U games on it? Oh, you want to get a emulator, right? You don't need a 1050 for a Wii U emulator. You need like a GTX 980 will do pretty much good for it. You really don't need that anything powerful to play Wii U. So great, more of them.
How did I know this job would end in more Kunari?
You speak as if ignorance is your natural condition. The bodies of his slain Karatam could lead only here. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Cerebos, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
You must
I'm
be
not
great.
giving him to you. He'll choose his own path.
He wants what the Qun demands. He is nothing else. You, Basra, your kind have no sense. The opportunity for reason will be forced upon you. You will all be brought to the Qun.
Now we fight!
And PUBG. Yeah, you really don't need that that powerful of a system. You can probably buy a decent computer for like $1,000 to play a lot of emulator games and stuff like that.
Can you stand?
I am unbound, odd, wrong. But
I was looking around, and if I get anything less powerful or more powerful for a AAA game, it'd be more expensive. Yeah, you just want to moderate. Yeah, I wish you just get a laptop, a gaming laptop, if you really want to build one. Get a gaming laptop for like $1,200. Asus Republic Gamer, it's pretty good.
I must return.
But if you already have a card, then you gotta buy. You want to get a GPU, quad core, that does a little more than 3 gigabytes, gigahertz. I mean, accepting
So
death.
after all this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Laptops are way too expensive for AAA gaming. Not really. It's a lot cheaper than actual desktop. I could buy a AAA gaming laptop for about $1,200, $1,200. It does 1060 GTX, or you can get one that's like 1400 Asus Republic Gamer with the 1090 GTX, or the 1080. I want to pay half of that. Then you're not gonna have a moderate computer, but not going to be you will get like moderate graphics on it. Like my gaming computer costs about $2,000 that I built myself.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun.
You want a good moderate gaming desktop? It'll be around like $1,500 to $2,000. I spot mine everything on Black Friday, so everything was selling on Black Friday at Fry's Electronics. That's where I bought everything at. So mine's higher end. And the Qunari die.
I have no words. That poor creature.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
It seems likely she set them on us. But why?
Try going to Tiger Direct and Fry's Electronics and Newegg and see prices around. Hello, Bimo. Wants to be next to Daddy. Not a trade.